What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I apparently don't know how to work this damn thing. A little too much sun today, I think. What is going on here? Last week, the winds of Narnia. Now this week, it's like 50 degrees out. Oh, what a day it was. Holy hell. Like 15 inches of concrete. Some of the most intense stuff. What a day. But we've got some news, and while I was taking a little break, I saw some of this news, so I was able to post it to you guys, and I know a lot of you are waiting for this cap space stuff, and I do apologize, but it's about to get super busy season now. But you sickos, I will never let you hanging. I will always, as I tell you, when I get home from work, I will always make a show, break this stuff down for you, anything that is of value, and this, obviously, we've got some valuable news here. Only thing is, if you watch this show, you already know all about this. So yesterday, we talked about Darius Slay, and well, we talked about it then. Almost 2 weeks ago when I made that show, and we do this every single off season. We just got to wait for the media and everybody to get on board and catch up. And obviously some things you have to wait to actually happen. So these things are all happening now. So that's why I always make that show, Ways to Create Cap Space. Go check that out if you would like. You would have already known all this information. So just in case you missed it or you are a new listener, watcher, whatever, we're going to keep you up to date with everything going on here. So obviously, to start today, we saw James Bradberry, and we know that he is going to be cut with that post June 1st designation. We talked about the $4.7 million in savings. So again, go check that video out. I'll show you here briefly. And then it was backed up by Saquon Barkley getting a 2-year, $41.2 million contract extension. Highest paid running back in NFL history. Holy hell. And we did talk about this as well. So as mentioned, if you restructure or extend him, you save $1.332 million there. So let's take a look at it. In case you missed that show, here's James Bradberry. We talked about you're going to post June 1st cut him. You could try to trade him. Highly doubt that's going to happen. Well, you see, it's not. So now you've got some dead money you can prorate, spread out between 2 years if he is at post June 1st designated cut. And he will be. So you will save $4.7 million post June 1st. Not right now. You're not getting that $4 million. So just keep that in mind. But you are giving yourself some savings here. And Saquon, it's not about savings, but we talked about it. Let's lock him up, and you can give him some money. Whether you want to restructure, extend, the money is exactly the same. So you knew about this one. Then we talked about Darius Slay, obviously, and that happened yesterday. We all knew this was coming as well. Slay and Bradberry, your post-June 1st designated cuts. Maybe you could try to trade either of them. Again, Slay would be the only one I think you could get something for. But getting this, money on the books post-June 1st, I think is their only plan right now. So, hey, maybe he comes back on a cheaper deal like we talked about. But with all that money, right now, with Saquon Barkley, once he hits the books, we're going to have $23,278,816. So, hell yeah. Again, if you've been watching all these shows, the Eagles already have cap space. So you're going to hear people in the media, fans getting riled up. Oh, this is for Myles Garrett. No, man, this is just literally, that's how I was able 2 weeks ago to tell you about these things, because that's just how the business side of this works. Now, if they want to trade for Myles Garrett or sign Saquon or do anything with this money, yes, they can do that. But these are just things that we all talk, we know they're coming. And, I give you 25 ways. I show you all these different things that we could do. And it's in hopes that, we can be ahead of the curve, right? So we already know how things are going. You're hearing all kinds of crazy numbers, all kinds of crazy stuff out there. But that $23.2 million, just remember, you're not getting those savings from Slay and Bradberry until post June 1st. With those designated cuts happening, going on the books June 2nd, you will save, it's like $9,048,000 when you combine Slay and Bradberry. So there's another $9 million cap space. And yeah, you're going to hear people that don't know how the cap works. Oh, well, dead money, the dead money. What does that mean? Tell me what dead money means to you, and I'll happily listen to the Eagles are screwed. Howie doesn't know what he's doing, kicking the can down there. Every year they try this dumb shit, and every year I dog walk them, because that's what I do. So, look, they can make up whatever numbers, whatever things they need to get by. We're going to stick to the facts in these parts. And if it were to stay where it is, obviously you'd be having around 32 million, but you're going to hear somebody make up some number. Well, you need 10 mil for the draft, but no, you don't. need about 2, maybe 3 million in cap space for the draft pick. So still going to have around 30 mil at that point. Now, we're hopeful that we re-sign Zach Bond, maybe Mekhi Becton, maybe, highly doubt Milton Williams or Josh Sweat, but you never know. Now, there's other free agents out there. If you've been checking out that free agent series, which offense will be ended tonight, I'll be putting that recording out of the offensive line, so check those out. We'll have the defense coming up, and I'll lead you right into free agency. But there's options out there for the Eagles. Obviously, we're going to have the draft coming up. So, hey, man, we're sitting pretty. Don't let anybody tell you any differently. I told you all of last year what the game plan was, how the money worked, how we were going to win the Super Bowl, and they continue to try to tell us how much, they didn't know. And they showed that. So we're going back to back. I promise you. I'll keep saying it. We are building a dynasty. I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass. I'm breaking it down into detail more than anyone ever could. So let them keep talking whenever they need to. We all know the facts in these parts. So Tiffany here to join us. Let's go. And, Howie just doing what we always know he will do. Just this is how the offseason works. So you're going to hear people, oh, he's up to something. Nope. That's how, 2 weeks ago we talked about this stuff because, I do the work. I take the time after I work, like 12-hour days like today. And, I still take the time to do this stuff where apparently these people get paid, these other content creators, they don't have the time. They have to wait for my show to come out. And then I know how it works. Yeah, now you know how it works. Too funny. He sure did, man. He sure did. Very excited about that. So let's rock and roll. Go Birds. And free agency will start. The 12th is the tampering period, but 14th is the day it begins. So, appreciate you tuning in, Dylan. Hope you are doing well, my friend. And, he surely does. When you're the best, you should be paid like you're the best. So, hell yeah, all about it. So, let's effing go. And, I think they know that. Howie's just going to keep doing what he does. And, these are just the moves that were going to happen already. This isn't because something's coming. You're going to hear every media, every content creator, I knew it. Here comes this. Nope. These moves were just coming. And that's why I make that show. So people don't have to, get their hopes up or just make things up because there is a reality that we're living in where this stuff was coming. I didn't just have a magical ball. I know you guys think I have this magic ball, but, it's just, this is why I do these shows. So that way you don't have to get caught up in all that stuff. And, for those of you who like to know what actual cap space we have and how this stuff works, that's what this is for, man. So, let everybody else be confused and lose their minds. That's perfectly fine with me. So I'm pumped up. How we will do, Joe? Yeah, man. I would relax, bro. No reason to freak out, Joe. This is why I told you 2 weeks ago about it. I'm not lying to you. I promise. Just trying to help. But yeah, he is. And pretty funny, how much people love him and Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni now. I built my name on pure hatred. People hated me for supporting these people. And to see people love them so much now, it's truly beautiful, man. Being able to meet them and tell them, that was really cool a few years ago when everybody turned their back on them. And I enjoyed it, dude. Standing in the fire, you know what I mean? And you sickos were with me. We just get to laugh at everybody now. So, Liz, appreciate you tuning in. Watch them all jump on board. I promise it ain't going to take this long this year. Just like I said all of last year, watch. They're all going to be the biggest fans ever. It might take them to the Super Bowl, and, well, it did. But these predictions have been on, right? So we're going to keep it up. We're going to try to get that crystal ball rolling here, I guess. Miss Cleo, at your service. But, he can't technically right now do things that, before free agency. You can do certain things to extend, sign, but you don't have to. There's no rush. That's my point. You can re-sign some of your players, but yeah, free agency starts. The shows, if you guys are missing all these shows I put out every single day, look, I'm explaining it in detail that, no reason to freak out. I see everybody's season's over. I knew Bond wasn't. Nobody is going to be signing right now. The only guys are the street guys that you're going to have reserved future contracts. You're seeing people extended, guys being brought back. So nothing freaking out. Myles Garrett can happen, and it could happen before any of these moves. So these moves have absolutely nothing to do with that. It's just it's part of Howie's job. That's, and I don't know how else to explain it. When I did 2 weeks ago, when I told you these things were coming, I'm just trying to get people ahead of the curve so they don't have to, be confused, caught up in anything. You don't have to ask what the caps are. You don't have to ask that stuff because I've already given it to you. So, when I do these shows out of the kindness of my heart to recap in case you missed it, but love you guys. Appreciate you. Yo, my man Mark, dude, was just talking about you the other day. Appreciate you tuning in. We were over at Kyle Goss's house redoing a bunch of stuff, putting up a block wall, and we dug like down to Narnia, and then we're putting Bilko doors on. But I was saying while I was there, I was like, didn't Goss used to live here when he was younger? Like, I knew it was in that area, but they're like, no, he lived across the street. Mark Russell, I think it's your old house that Casey Matter was telling me. He thinks it's your old house that we were working at this past week. And I said, how weird. I said, dude, I haven't seen him in so many years. And he hopped on the show. He was chatting it up. And I was like, and he's not, and I'm like kind of making them feel bad. I'm like, he's not even an Eagles fan, dude. And he was tuning in, chatting away. I was like, it's pretty cool, man. Love to see, old friends taking the time. And man, I hope all is well. I appreciate you, dude. But pretty weird, right? How that works. If that is your old house, like that's nuts. Really nuts, but hope you're doing well, man. Appreciate you taking the time. No, he's not doing this to sign Bond. We already have the money to sign Bond. This is just how the offseason works. Every year we do this. That's why I make this show every year to show you guys, this stuff's coming. That's how I already have the graphics. I don't even have to make them. I'm like, yeah. I love this shit every year, man, when they try to make stuff up, and I'm just like, well, already got it. And last year, the draft, we drafted 7 of the players that I have as top fits out of our 9 picks. I just literally went back, took the clips from those videos, like, here you go, dude. No one has ever heard of Jalen Sutton. And then I post a video under it. Oh, the Eagles really need to draft Jalen Sutton, bright future, former safety, break down everything about his game. And it's like, how do you guys not know about football players when you talk about football? That's wild to me. But, hey, man, they'll all be on board soon enough. I promise you. Hey, hope you are, because I know you guys have a lot of, it seems like you might have missed a bunch, but yeah, it's still the same as it's been every day here, and very well-deserved best running back in the game. So let's go. But yeah, man, that 1.3 we talked about a couple of weeks ago, that is how it rolls. And yeah, you'll put money on later years, but the cap space will go up. We will extend, restructure. We'll do everything that I talk about every year, and I show you how it's going to happen. Oh, kicking the can down the road. The can side. No, wrong. You got to learn how this stuff works before you start talking that smack, but they don't take the time. So my man Trayvon, yo, you're a real one, dude. You've been giving a lot of love lately, the sharing stuff, tagging me and stuff. I see you nominate me for stuff, people. That's great, man. It means the world that you guys are so supportive, and your kind words, like it blows my mind. And it really means a lot, especially on days like today where I'm having a tough one. I look, and you guys are nothing but awesome in the comments, waiting for me to do cast face videos. I'm like, son of a bitch, I just want to get home. Like, you guys have no idea how much I wish I could just start making live video. And there's days where maybe I could, at times on a break, but oh my God. But, I just think I do everything I possibly can for you. And I drive myself mad, like waiting, like, are we almost done yet? Like, I just got to get home and make this video, talk about cap space. A true sicko, a true effing sicko. Yeah, you don't have to wait. You just got to, everything we've said all off season, nothing's changed there. I promise you. Just doing what he does, man. Hats off. Yeah, and look, he's obviously earned it. He is by far the best running back, and just what a phenomenal year. And he's going to have another amazing season next season. So, yeah, pay the man, and you've got the money to do it. We talked about it. We have the money. I don't know where they just make stuff up all the time. I'm showing you this stuff every day. There's absolutely no excuse for you not to know every single thing that we have already talked about. So look, man, and I know a lot of you guys can't see every show and all that stuff, but if you guys like knowing everything about the Eagles, hey, maybe turn off the Dan Cilio show. Maybe watch this one instead for a second. Maybe I'll learn what's actually happening first before I watch all the dumb shit. But that's to each their own. You guys do whatever your heart desires. But for me, I enjoy knowing everything, and I like knowing all these things before they happen. I like being able to tell you guys, hey, this is who we're signing, restructuring, trading. This is what we're going to do. This is how we win the Super Bowl. I enjoy when these things happen, and it makes me feel good that you guys are tuning in to get that. So, Steven, my man, let's effing go. It's sicko season. So, those of you that are familiar, I'm a true effing sicko. I work my ass off, then I come home and work my ass off some more, trying to give you guys that news you deserve, all the updates, anything else I can come up with. I do everything I possibly can. So, look, man, it's all for you guys. I love you. I really do, and I appreciate you. Hope you're having a great day. I want to go eat something, though. It has been a very long day, and I have not eaten in a very long time. I'm feeling very weak. And, look, I wanted to hop on. Obviously, still not showered, covered in concrete dust, and looking like Old Man River here. But, hey, man, I love you guys. And I'm going to put that offensive line video out. So it's not that I'm just bouncing on you. I'm going to take your guys' comments. I'm going to be here for a few more minutes. Going to try to make it around the 20-minute mark. So just letting you know now, you got anything, any questions, anything we didn't go over, love to hear from you. It's been a long damn day, and I got to get that O-line video. I still got some things to do to the graphics. Just like, oh, my God. I wanted to have that out yesterday. Then all the news happened there, and I just can't. Oh, but it's sicko season, right? That's what we do as sickos. We just try to enjoy everything we can about the Eagles every single day of every month, every week, every year, every month, every whatever, dude. It's 24/7, 365. So go effing birds. Appreciate all of you taking the time here. Go effing birds. And no, he'll sign when free agency begins and we'll be perfectly fine. I promise you. Don't let the media get you. Oh, I don't know why they have it. It's all right, man. I promise you. The media just loves to do that to people. So it's nuts. Hey, man, I appreciate that. And, I know you guys like that cap stuff. But if you like someone that can predict who we draft, tune in, man. If you like, finding out the free agents we could possibly sign, tune in. I do that, too. If you like hearing breakdowns every single day about the Eagles and our opponent, you can tune into those ones, too. You want to hear me break down how we're going to win the Super Bowl and then watch us win the Super Bowl? More than welcome to check out all that stuff, too. So, yeah, I like to be the king of all of it, man. Not just the cap, but whatever you guys like to tune into, check them all out, man. I know a lot of you watch all of them, and that's why you know everything that's going on. I know Tiffany's one of them. I know Trayvon's tuning in all the time. I know Liz, all you guys. Drew, you guys are sickos, man. Bob, you've been tuning up a lot lately, baby. Let's go. Linda's always in here. We got Steven tuning in. You sickos. And if I'm forgetting you, it's because I'm a drifter. Don't take it to heart. I just don't remember anything, even my own name half the time. Trey was in here at the beginning. I remember that. Not sure where he went, but go Birds. Mark, my man's been tuning in. Love it. Yo, we got people that aren't even Birds fans tuning in. I love every second of that. And really appreciate you tuning into those shows, RMP. But, hey, if you like more than the cap, hey, we're going for year 7 and predicting who we're going to get here. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's get somebody. Hey, you guys tell me who you want. I'll tell you who I want when the time comes. We're not letting anybody steal it, just like last year. But son of a bitch, dude. That's awesome, dude. So yeah, we just dug up. In your old basement. Like I wasn't in the house, but just hanging out. And let me tell you something, dude. That hill, it's not even really a big hill up the driveway. But when you walk it 37 times in like an hour span, dude, my ankles, my thighs, everything was hurting so badly last week. I'm like, dude, I don't know, man. It's just that incline it's got, dude. But that's really cool, man. What a small effing world, dude. How weird. That's when you're in tune with the universe speaks to you, man. I'm telling you. And, people, whatever you believe in, whatever religion, they can take that for however, you want. But that's pretty cool, man. I found that pretty neat. So that's awesome. Awesome. We have the money for all kinds of stuff, man. Hey, and I appreciate that. And look, I'd love to be a coach one day. I have been other sports coaches, but not a football coach. I would, and dude, even one of my sources has really been on me about doing that. And I'm like, dude, if I had time to do this stuff, I would. Like, if I start coaching, I'm not going to have this show. I'm not going to have a life because I'd be one of those mother effers staying up until I work at 5 a.m. the next day, right? So, yeah, but I try my best. And Tiffany, I appreciate you. You're one of my favorites, dude. I love all of you, but I'm just saying you are always in here. You're always supportive, and I can't thank you enough for that. And, I do my best to be the GM, the coach, the water boy. I'll be everybody, man. I just try to do what I think nobody else is doing out here. And I want you guys to have something different. I want you to be able to watch a show and be like, I just learned how stuff worked. Holy shit. There's somebody actually out here, because I used to be just like you guys, looking for things to listen to or read, and it was never anything of substance. So I thought, why don't I create my own? So I can't do it without you guys. I appreciate you. That's awesome. And those of you that watch me on TV and stuff, I don't know how you do it. Me on a big screen, like all I could see right here is this tiny little picture of myself, but that's awesome. It's so cool. And it shows you on the analytics, like where people watch from, like their phone, their TV. And it was like last month, there was like 40% of you watching on your TVs. I'm like, what are you guys doing to yourself? Put me on your TV. Too funny. Too effing funny. Some of you take my gear around the globe. That stuff, it means so much to me, man. It is truly, if it never goes anywhere, if I pass away from this disease at any point, just know you guys made, obviously my family, all that, they've been here for me, but you have made this second chance at life well worth it, man. Very happy I didn't die. Very happy that I'm still here. Yeah, it sucks having this disease, but I'll tell you what, you, my family, you are a part of that. You are an extension of my family. You guys really, really keep me strong, keep me going. So I appreciate you guys. I really do. Call Jimmy now. Yeah. With all the missing, dude. Yeah, and I was lucky enough to, be at work. So I don't have to deal with that stuff. And, I won't listen or watch it. I will see that stuff pop up in my feeds a lot because that's what everybody's commenting, sharing, liking, talking on. So we unfortunately we're just bombarded with it because that's what people prefer is, not knowing what's actually happening. I'm good on that stuff, dude. I've always been. I think you guys know how I work. So I'm not sure, man. I haven't seen him in a while. So you guys either stopped commenting or I must have, I blocked him a while ago or muted him or whatever. And he just kept popping up. I was like, all right, I think I just kept marking his stuff. Like, don't show me, don't. I think it finally worked. Or maybe he's just gone, which would be great. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how people do it, but more power to them. No doubt, man. Well, no, I'm actually still enjoying it. See, I've been a fan my whole life, though, and I understand, a lot of people, big fans of this team now and, jumping on, and that's great. But no, I cherish this. See, I waited over 30 years. So I get it. A lot different than, people jumping on here. But I think for me, these are epic moments. Like that game, seeing them destroy them, it was beautiful. Now, obviously, the next day I was out here making shows, showing you guys cap stuff because that's what we call being a sicko, right? So I'm always going to do that, but just understand I'm not the one that plays the game. So I'm going to enjoy every second of it. I'm going to talk as much shit as I possibly can. And I'm going to do it by backing it up with information like this. We don't have, we do. Yeah, we do. Okay. Tune in. So what you can do is ignore those people. That is one thing you can do. You can share my stuff. You can always comment on my stuff. And you guys do. I'm just saying, for those of you who are tired of that stuff, there is a way to stop it. Stop listening to it. Stop commenting on it. Stop making sure it just keeps growing. God, I can't stand it. But again, to each their own. Yeah, I saw people making stuff up. I see people making stuff up every off season, regular season. They always are going to make stuff up. I pass on that though. Hey, Doyle, my man, appreciate you, dude. Hope you are doing well. And Howie, always cooking, man. Always in the kitchen. And this is why we talk about this stuff. And Jackson, my man, appreciate you tuning in, dude. And look, I do it for you guys. You guys are way too kind, but this is why I do it. I want you guys to be like, ha, I already knew the damn cap savings. I could do the math. He showed me how. It makes me feel good when you guys are like, oh, and you guys that message me personally all the time. I love it, dude. I do. And I try my best to keep up with all of you, but I love hearing your stories. I love you bagging somebody at, Thanksgiving, your family member that wants to talk trash. You got a Cowboys fan uncle and he's this, that, the other thing, and talking about cap space. And you're like, well, actually, I love that, man. It makes me feel good that you guys are using this information. You find it valuable. I put a lot of work into it. So I love this stuff, though. I always have been like my entire life growing up, I always knew this kind of information because I wanted to know everything about the Eagles for absolutely no reason other than just being obsessed with my team, our team. And we are all like that because we're sickos. So I love it, man. It kind of sucks that it took being on my deathbed. I wish when I was younger, I kind of would have just went to school and like got a job doing it, because now if you're not in school or you haven't graduated in the past 6 months, I can't get a job for any of these effing places. I'm like, well, why don't you just look at my resume? Like, is there anyone that you hire or have on your staff that has predicted who we will draft for 6 years in a row? Is there someone that has shown you last year 7 of the 9 draft picks? Like, is there someone out here doing this and I'm just missing all of it? Because I know we have to pretend I'm not real. I get it. It offends a lot of the media members. I saw, who was it? Jeff McClain posted something. Well, Lane Johnson will be restructured and he'll save $10 million. We're not saving any money because we're not going to do that with Lane Johnson's contract. I promise you, there's zero to be saved there. So be great if they would learn this stuff, but they don't. They get off on making shit up, and that's what gets the clicks. So I will always be the counteraction to their fake ass news. I do what I can. Oh yeah, you know how they are. You know, the definition of dead cap is created. Guaranteed money that has been paid out but not hit the cap yet. Well, it's the money that's left over. Your guaranteed money, you were already given your, guarantee. But I think it's just the leftover. Like, so when you're looking at those sites, an easy way just to do that is right now. Like, say you look at Darius Slay's dead money, you would see, like 4 different years of the dead money. Just add those up. That's what is left on that. And so if you were to cut him right now, that dead money, you got to pay all of it right off the bat. Now, if you post June 1st it, you're going to prorate that money. And that just means spread it out. So just like how we already did by spreading it out, now you have to do it in 2 years. So the dead money is just the money that hasn't been paid to them left on the contract. The guaranteed stuff that you have on there, that's what you're going to get. So, yeah, you're kind of on the right track there. Sorry if I didn't really verify that right with what you're asking. But, yeah, man, it's just the money that's not paid out yet. And that stuff, when they talk about it, everything I show you, like the dead money is already incorporated with Slay and Bradberry, that you see it at the bottom. Like, let me find it. And it is very cool, man. Yeah, dude, I bet, because the shit was rough, especially when it was all sloppy out last week. But let me look real quick. So you see how, if I can find it. So at the bottom, I have the dead money. This, remember, I told you during that show, this dead money is all of it. Like, I'm not showing you what the dead money this year would be. This is both, like, the years that you're prorating the money. So I think, obviously a lot of people get worked up about it, but Howie knows what he's doing. Like, it's just really, it's not that hard. It's accounting. That's what it comes down to. But it is what it is, man. I do my best to try, and I try to simplify things. If I'm ever not making sense, just tell me. I will try to rewind and make it a little more clear for you. But let me jump over here again and get through these. I do got to get going, guys. I really do. But let me jump on over here. Get back to these comments. Gotta get your stands set up. A little figurine stuff. Oh, dude, I've got so many things that she bought me. And I was just saying that the other day. I'm like, can somebody just do it for me? Because my free time is spent doing this, or spending time with the family, or doing the 7,000 things around the house I have to. Hey, appreciate that. And I'm glad you found me too. I can't do without you sickos, man. Daily Town Hall of Eagles content. What do you have as any type of guilty Eagles content in person or pods? That's a great question, Tim. I wish. I don't. And I always say that. Like, look, this is not a knock on anybody else. I don't have time, dude. And I feel like if I would watch any of like the media people or anybody else, it just taints what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to know anybody else's opinion. I don't want to know what they're making up. I don't want it to mess with what I've got going on up here. And again, that is not a knock on anyone. And those of you who watch stuff, maybe you recommend stuff. But honestly, when I have free time, it is spent hanging out with my family or watching something with Chelsea. I wish I had time to listen to stuff, do stuff. I did enjoy, like Kelsey's podcast was okay. I can't. I don't know. I trying to think of anything else I've really tried and had time to listen to and enjoyed. I don't know, man. I just can't. I don't have the time. I just don't. And really, if I had time, maybe I would. But no guilty pleasures, man. I have so much. It takes me so much time to put these shows together. I don't know what free time is. I don't. But great question. Dude. Yeah, it is. It was 31 for me, man. Let me tell you, Mark. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It was one of the greatest feelings ever, just waiting your whole life for something. And I was at my dad's grave. That was just an emotional, like, oh my God. But this second one just kind of felt good. Like, I talked a lot of shit this year, backed it up with obviously loads of information, but I told everyone we're winning the Super Bowl, but not just that. Got a dynasty coming. So look, man, hopefully it comes your way, in the next 40 years. Because the next 39, the Eagles got it locked up. I'm busting your balls. But good luck to anybody in the next 5 to 10 years going against this team, because we are the new powerhouse. And I'll keep saying it, man. A lot of work alive, but when is the schedule with upcoming draft prospects? It's after this stuff, man. After the Eagles appeared to. Yeah, just like every year, Brandon. And hey, man, it's a valuable piece of information you're looking for. So don't worry about, and yes, I'm busy, but I try to do it in an order, because the chaos just makes my head want to explode. So we go through, we do free agency as we're leading into it. And then boom, free agency hits. We talk about that initial wave, right? We talk about the players we did sign. And then we do a little recap of, hey, here's who is still left out here if we want to sign anybody. But let's jump into the draft and look at what we should be doing. So now we know, once, we have all these people we've signed, we look at the positions of strength again. And I give you that for each position in the draft. And we go through each position. So we'll start with the quarterbacks. We'll talk about, hey, we have Jalen Hurts. We've got Tanner McKee. Kenny Pickett's here. Do we try to trade Pickett? We'll talk about the situation. Then we'll talk about the fact that, this team doesn't need a quarterback, right? So maybe you take an undrafted kid to compete. Maybe you have a free agent here to compete in the offseason. That's fine. But each position we'll go through, we'll break it down. So just like last year, as soon as free agency, begins, we have about a few days, almost maybe a week of stuff that I give to you. It really depends on how much. Last year was nuts, all the people we were signing and doing stuff. So, but yeah, man, let's see. What's today? We've got the 12th is tampering period. So I'd say like 2.5, 3 weeks from now, man, you will get those in-depth breakdowns. But you guys are always more than welcome to tune in to the Fan Fridays and stuff. You guys have any questions, any stuff like that, I'm always down to talk about this stuff. Those shows are the most insane time, because I put every single prospect, and it's not just breaking down what the Eagles need and everything. We talk about where I have guys. So there's my day one guys. Here are day two guys, day three guys, and where I think the Eagles should be focused. So when we get to, wide receiver, hey, I think, after, round 2, we should be looking this, whatever, you know what I mean? So, but I appreciate you, Bob. I really do. Now, guys, I got to get going. I really do. And always trust in the Howie. As soon as I had to see you. Hey, man, I appreciate you, Don. Really do, man. Sorry, I got to get rolling here. I said that I'd be done at half hour mark. I'm literally shaking right now. I need to eat something. So, and look, hey, let's go. That's what this is all about. Getting you guys away from that misinformation out there. Hello, bros, because they think I'm the smart guy. That's it. And you don't have to tell them it's me, bro. They don't know who I am. Now, if they want to tune in, they're looking for, I would appreciate people tuning in. But I love that you guys are able to just body bag people. And I love those stories. I really do, man. That's awesome. That's awesome, Brandon. Really appreciate the kind words, man. And going to do my best throughout this all season to keep you guys up with everything you need to know. And, man, oh, Jackson. I'm trying to believe, especially on days like today, I'm out here with a chronic disease with one of the hardest jobs in the world. Like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I've tried. It is not lack of trying or applying or any of that. I'm trying, but I appreciate you, Jackson. I really do. And over the years, it has sucked without you guys. I will say that. I finally found real diehard fans, so I'm all about it. Oh, Chappie, don't like that. Instruct them to call me champ. Yeah, dude, that's what you do. Let everybody know we're the champs in these parts. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm never going to let them. They're never going to hear the end of it, dude. Yeah, hey, I just showed it earlier to you guys. I'll show you again real quick. This damn thing would work with me. But 23,278,816. Wait, $23,278,816. I don't know why okay. You can tell it's been a long day. But yeah, and remember the 9,048,000, I believe it is, once Slay and Bradberry cut post June 1st. That's when those cap savings come. So you'll get an additional 9 million there. So yeah, and we'll talk about the draft picks, their cap hits, all that stuff you need to know. You're going to hear people, hey, 20 million, 10 million. It's not true. We'll do our best. But I love you guys. I really do. You guys, you mean the world to me. And after a tough day, I always look forward to coming here and talking to you guys. And this is exactly why. You're family to me. And I love you. I really do. I'm awake too, man, but I'd like to be sleeping, I'll be honest. 5 o'clock comes early, real early. That's a fact. Write it down. Just if I did money in a trade, is that guaranteed money that's been paid out? Nah, how does that work in the trade? Well, teams come up with, like you'll have, a lot of the time, you'll have dead money, you'll have things, but they work things out where, hey, we're going to pay this much. And that's how you see things like Jahan Dotson being traded for the third because you don't have to pay much. But then you see Deebo Samuel traded for a fifth because they have to pay ass loads of money. So they're not going to get much in return. That's why how we didn't do it. Yeah, these people need to learn how the cap works. So, oh, God help us. Hey, man, I appreciate it. And I hope you guys are watching stuff, seeing the difference out there, getting to know stuff. I'm not telling you, do you watch anything else? I'm just saying I don't have the time to do it. And I just don't have the brain anymore to take that. My head just wants to explode, like when I hear this stuff, because it's just... but yo, you guys are awesome, and I love sicko season, love the regular season, love the postseason, and look, I appreciate you, seriously. But I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna shower, and then I'm gonna get this offensive line video ready, so then I can put that out. So that'll be out around like 8:39. I'm gonna try my best, guys. But we're gonna be talking about Mekhi Becton, a lot of things going down there. So hope to see you guys then. If you need something while you wait, go check out all the skill positions, quarterback position, everything broken down, every single free agent out there, unrestricted, restricted, exclusive rights free agents. And if you don't know what that means, go check the video out. Each and every one of them, I explain it to you. So you'll see the updated cat space each show. Doing my best. Doing my best out here for you. John, appreciate you. Go effing birds. And yo, Mark, I wish we were still there. I'd tell you to come visit. Truly awesome. Weird how that's working, right? What are the odds? But, yo, appreciate you tuning in, my friend. Hope you're doing well. And always look forward to talking to you and everyone else. Go Evan Birds, Tim, my man. And, yo, we're all awake now, baby. Two-time Super Bowl champions, baby. Let's effing go. But, guys, have yourselves a great rest of your night. I'll put that video out, and then we'll get through the defense. And then we will, of course, FN Friday. So I'll be live on Friday, unless the Eagles do something crazy again tomorrow and I've got to try to make a live video. Yo, my man John tuning in. Let's effing go. Appreciate you, dude. I'm just about to roll out. I've been saying it for the last 20 minutes. About to pass out live here on stream. Son of a bitch. My man, dude. I hate when this happens. But I do got to get rolling, guys. I'm going to put that offensive line video out. Hope to hear from you there. Drew, text me, man. Haven't heard from you in a while. Love to hear from you. Love to catch you up. Hope you are doing well, my friend. And all of you guys, you're more than welcome to reach out. And I always say it, and I always, will repeat. If I have not seen your message or have not replied, message me again. I am the worst with that stuff because there's so many of you. And I love that. I do. But never, ever think that I would ignore you. I'm always here for you guys. Seriously. I love each and every one of you. Hope you're having a great week. It's only Tuesday, but the Eagles are Super Bowl champions. And see, that's how I've been justifying everything in life. Like, man, this is a shitty and Super Bowl champs. Makes it all just so much better. So, yo, Trayvon, my man, appreciate you, your support, everything, dude. Drew, my dude, I really hate. I kept doing it. I'll be good. Okay, a couple more minutes. Now we're at 40 minutes. 15 went to 20. 20 went to 40. Love you, Drew. Hope you're doing well. And you know it, dude. Always going to keep pushing. And I I'm going to try to stay alive in these next few years because great things are coming our way, and I ain't missing shit. So keep tuning in. I'll have videos for you throughout this sicko season. Trying my best to keep you entertained, keep you informed. Ignore all the misinformation, and if someone's trying to sass you, I'll just send them my way. And if you guys need anything, seriously, reach out. Doesn't have to be about the birds. You guys got anything going on, you need a friend. We all go through stuff in life. I'm not one to, I'm tough as nails. No, I'm tough as nails. You can ask anybody around the block. But I got a heart, man, and I do care about you. And I've been to hell and back. And I may not know your situation, but try to speak from wisdom. Not trying to preach, but just be there for you guys, because I know what it's like to feel alone, even when you have people and you don't want to tell the people close to you because you feel like you'll be embarrassed, whatever's going on. Just know there's someone here that doesn't know your family, don't know your friends. I can't tell anybody what you're going to tell me. You need somebody just to vent to. Always here for you guys. I love each and every one of you. Hope you're having a great week. And look, unless anything happens, I'm putting that offensive line video out tonight. And then tomorrow, we're going to start off the defense, baby. We're going to get the defensive line rolling. So hope you're looking forward to all that. I know I am. But have yourselves a great rest of your Tuesday. Until next time, I'm Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there, and as always, say it with me now. Go Birds!